This is TSU TV.
Coming up on TSU TV News at Midday Live. Unwanted visitors on the TSU campus learned the message they were bringing and the responses they received.
Plus, how the killing of right-wing politician Charlie Kirk could be affecting your freedom of speech.
All that and a look at your weather forecast up through the weekend so you can be prepared. Your TSU TV News at Midday starts now.
Live from the campus of Tennessee State University in Nashville, this is TSU TV News.
Good afternoon and welcome to TSU TV News at Midday Live. I'm Jada Harris.
And I'm Gabrielle D. First today, unwanted visitors on campus, the message they were bringing and how TSU responded. Two men set up a table with poster boards favoring ending diversity and inclusion, as well deportation of illegal citizens. Because they did not obtain prior approval for their demonstration, campus police escorted them from the university grounds without incident. A statement was released by the university declaring the safety and well-being of students, faculty, and staff remain the highest priority.
Beginning this fall, Tennessee State University administration officials announced the reintroduction of Friday classes. Officials say Monday, Wednesday, and Friday classes will enhance both retention and engagement among students. TSU Provost Dr. Robbie Melton says, quote, "We encourage all students to on-site this option as they build their schedules. Friday classes offer additional flexibility and provide a more enriching academic experience." The school also reminds students registering for at least 15 credit hours in each semester is crucial for progressing toward graduation on time.
Advertising is reaching new heights thanks to the combination of artificial intelligence and social media. As commercials and ads find new ways to reach consumers, agencies and organizations are keeping up with the trends. As you'll see in this story, one of those organizations, the American Advertising Federation, or the AAF, has a chapter not only in Nashville, but the greater right here at TSU.
Integrated marketing communication students gain new experiences and new opportunity with the American Advertising Federation.
Why would I pass up that opportunity?
The TSU AAF chapter fosters leadership development in students.
I'm most excited to be a part of the executive board.
The lack of IMC organizations left students feeling frustrated. Combating this crisis, professors use creative solutions for their students.
Reaching out to different companies myself and saying, hey, do you need any people, because I have some superstars.
But why is TSU's AAF chapter necessary?
It gives our students first chance at some of those internships.
Direct contacts, networking events, and the connection with the greater Southeast region of communication and PR firms are just a few benefits.
This is the first time that we actually recruited new members.
Students Asha Wright and Peyton Trick are no strangers taking advantage of AAF's perks.
It's about acquiring skills that you may not even think you could do.
Many students benefit from the Nashville agency crawl.
On a school as an HBCU scholar, there are things people count and down on us.
Students interested are urged to sign up for free with HBCU for advertising.
Gabrielle D., TSU TV News at noon.
This is the first year TSU has had an AAF chapter.
The recent increase in COVID-19 cases in Tennessee, especially Davidson County, are also impacting the TSU campus. If you test positive, here the new TSU guidelines. You no longer need to isolate for 5 full days. Instead, stay at home for at least 24 hours until you are fever-free, without medication, and your symptoms are mild and improving. Take precautions for 5 days after returning to class or work. Other things you can do that are optional are wear a mask, avoid close contact, and test before gathering with others. The university will continue to monitor local health data and share updates as needed. For questions, please contact the TSU Health Center at 615-963-5291.
Imagine a bill that will allow public schools to check students' immigration status and charge tuition. Your Tennessee lawmakers voted 11-7 to advance that bill. This legislation seeks to challenge a 1982 Supreme Court decision that ensures free public education for all students, regardless of immigration status. The bill's lead sponsor, Republican Representative William Lamberth of Portland, faced a tense debate before the bill passed, bringing it to a closer vote by the House. If passed, students without proof of citizenship or residency could be charged tuition. Still ahead on TSU TV News at midday, the shooting of the right-wing politician Charlie Kirk has affected freedom of speech.
Not only for late-night television hosts, but also for college professors. Stay with us for more news at midday.
You're watching TSU TV News.
Jimmy Kimmel is back on air after returning to his long-running late-night show last night. The return comes less than a week after ABC pulled Jimmy Kimmel live over remarks he made about the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. In his opening monologue, Kimmel thanked all those who came out in his defense, including some conservatives. He said, quote, "I want to thank the people who don't support my show and what I believe, but support my right to share those beliefs anyways." Some right-wing conservatives, however, say Kimmel's attempts to clarify his comments on Charlie Kirk were not good.
Several college professors nationwide have reportedly been fired or scolded for their social media posts about the killing of right-wing political activist Charlie Kirk. 2 weeks ago, Kirk supporters say he was expressing his beliefs through free speech. But should free speech also apply to social media? TSU TV's Morgan Alford looks for answers.
Regardless of political affiliation, everyone has an opinion on the assassination of Charlie Kirk, a conservative political commentator and co-founder of Turning Point USA.
With the assassination taking place at Utah Valley University, college professors have been particularly outspoken,
delivering their personal opinions about Kirk on social media. This exercise in freedom of speech, however, seems to be costing educators their jobs in much the same way it cost Kirk his life. Whether you view the words of the professors as fair or inflammatory, the First Amendment has protected similarly contentious speech in the past. I spoke with the political science professor at Tennessee State University, Dr. Brian Russell, to give us more insight on a landmark Supreme Court ruling regarding the freedom of speech.
Brandenburg, Ohio is going to be a court case that defines what the First Amendment means. If you have speech that pushes or incites people to commit violence, that is unconstitutional. That's not protected speech.
While the government cannot persecute even the most extreme speech, such as that of the Ku Klux Klan, the same cannot be said of private institutions.
If I'm off campus and I'm saying things that are inflammatory and divisive and reflect negatively on my institution, right? The First Amendment doesn't protect me from my job, right? It protects me from the government for expressing ideas.
Dr. Russell mentioned that rather than viewing the other side as the enemy, there needs to be more open room for dialogue to preserve a freedom that many other countries do not have the luxury to enjoy.
Even the democracies that we think of as being advanced and enlightened, in most countries in the world, they don't have true free speech like we do. In our society, that protection is there and guaranteed in the First Amendment.
Without freedom of speech, open dialogue, and a willingness to change on a public, corporate, and federal level, the First Amendment loses one of its most important functions in preserving American democracy. This has been Morgan Alford for TSU TV News.
We should mention that the assassination actually took place at Utah Valley University in Orem. Coming on TSU TV News at midday, Bryce Sparks has your 7-day forecast. Hopefully it's good news.
Plus, Tiger football fans, Amore Dixie tells you who's coming to Roar City this weekend. Don't go anywhere.
Here's a look at your TSU forecast.
Good afternoon, Tennessee State University. Today is Wednesday, September the 24th, and I'm very glad that we're finally getting some cold weather. We're finally getting some rain, but storms are going to continue to linger, continue to stick around, but because of the storms, the cooler nights will fall into place, and it's also going to be warmer next week, but not too hot, but a good temperature. So today, the temperature is 79 degrees, expect showers, expect rain, and also tonight, expect the same thing lingering and moving forward. And also Thursday, we're still going to continue to get rain, 70% of the area, low of 67, moderate winds. And then let's take a peek at the 7-day forecast as a high of 79 on Friday, overcast, low of 65, and then also Saturday, temperatures gradually rising over the next few days, as Sunday will have a high of 83 and Monday will also have a high of 84, and then we're going to sink back to 82 degrees on Tuesday. But stay tuned, stay in the loop, and let's go back to the studio.
Thanks, Bryce. Next on TSU TV News at midday, is it an uphill battle for the Tigers football? Find out more with Amore Dixie next.
Now, sports on TSU TV News.
Hey sports fan, it's your girl Amore Dixie. After taking last weekend off, the Tigers football team is looking to get back to 500 in the standings. Week 1 brought the Tigers a thrilling last-second victory, but since then, they've lost 2 in a row. First to North Dakota State, the number 1 ranked team in the FCS, and then to HBCU rival Alabama A&M. The team looks to rebound this Saturday when Tennessee Tech comes, not to Music City, but to Roar City. Kickoff is scheduled for 3:30 at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. In volleyball, the Tigers had a rough time Tuesday night. They were shut out by Austin Peay in 3 sets here at Keene Hall. The good news is the team played well with 25 kills, led by freshman Carson Stansberry with 5 kills of her own. The Lady Tigers start OVC action Friday at 6 p.m. at Keene Hall as they host Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville. Finally, your Tennessee Titans are headed to Houston to take on the Texans. It's a battle of 0-3 teams as the Titans hope to win their first game of the season. Kickoff is at 12 noon. I'm Amore Dixie. That's your sports. Back to you, Jada and Gabrielle.
That's all we have for this edition of TSU TV News at midday. I'm Jada Harris.
And I'm Gabrielle D. See you next week.